Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Wednesday, April 20th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, heavy winds kicked up a towering wall of flames outside a northern Arizona tourist town Tuesday, ripping through 24 structures and sending residents of more than 700 homes scrambling to flee. Flames as high as 100 feet raced through the area of scattered homes, dry grass, and ponderosa pines on the outskirts on the north side of Flagstaff, as winds gusted up to around 50 miles per hour, and it pushed that blaze over a major highway. Coconino County officials said during an evening news conference that 766 homes and 1,000 animals had been evacuated. Thus far, at least 24 buildings have burned due to what's called the tunnel fire near Flagstaff. About 250 structures remain threatened in the area, popular with hikers and off-road vehicle users, and where astronauts have trained amid volcanic cinder pits. Well, the county declared an emergency after the wildfire ballooned from 100 acres on Tuesday morning to over 9 square miles by evening, and ash rained down from the sky. Well, the fire was moving northeast away from the more heavily populated areas of Flagstaff, home, of course, to Northern Arizona University, and it moved over towards the Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument. And that according to Coconino National Forest spokesman Brady Smith, who also said it's good that it's not headed toward a very populated area and it's headed towards less fuel. Smith went on to say, but depending on the intensity of the fire can still move across cinders. Well, authorities won't be able to determine whether anyone was injured in the wildfire until the flames subsided. Firefighters and law enforcement officers went door to door telling people to evacuate, but had to pull out to avoid getting boxed in. That according to Coconino County Sheriff Jim Driscoll. He said his office got a call about a man who was trapped inside his home, but firefighters couldn't get to him. We don't know if he made it out or not, Driscoll said. Well, various organizations work to set up shelters for evacuees, human evacuees, as well as animals, including goats and horses. Now, the scene was all too familiar for residents there who recalled rushing to pack their bags and flee a dozen years ago when a much larger wildfire burned in that same area. And it seemed that fires yesterday were just popping up all over the place. As a matter of fact, firefighters, they responded to a small fire north of Parks yesterday afternoon. What was called the government fire started on private property and then moved on to National Forest Service property. It was displaying moderate fire behavior, mostly surface fire. Crews stopped forward progress at approximately 5 acres, and the fire is no longer actively burning. Winds did diminish last evening and are forecast to be a bit lighter today. Now, crews do not anticipate any fire activity to increase there. However, they will still remain on the scene and continue to monitor that area. Smoke will be noticeable in the area while interior fuels continue to smolder. Meanwhile, things are still pretty hot and nasty down near Prescott. The Crooks Fire near Prescott has grown to over 1,600 acres, also aided by yesterday's strong, unpredictable winds. Ryan Barella's Arizona Central West Zone Type 3 Incident Management Team assumed command of the Crooks Fire as of last night at 6 p.m. There's currently 292 personnel assigned to the Crooks Fire. The fire remained active as crews worked through the night on structure protection and burning fuels along Forest Road 261 and also along the Senator Highway. Now, firefighters are going to focus today on keeping the fire south of Forest Road 261 and east of the Senator Highway. Fires in Prescott typically, as in Payson, are driven by southwestern winds that push the fire to the northeast. Therefore, Authorities are prioritizing working on the northeastern part of that fire. A community meeting for the Crooks Fire is going to be held this evening at 6:30 p.m. That meeting will take place at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott. Well, coming up in rim country weather, it's still going to be pretty breezy out there today. Breezy and dry conditions will continue through Thursday, with stronger winds expected on Friday. A chance for some light precipitation is possible, though, on Friday as a low crosses our area. A complete report on your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake's started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, a relatively quiet day is expected today, though we will still continue to see gusty winds across our region. Winds won't be quite as strong as they were yesterday and overnight, as the shortwave trough that crossed overnight pushes off to the east. Wind gusts this afternoon look to be in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range through much of our area here in Rim Country, with higher gusts possible downwind of higher terrain features. Now the trough really starts to dig down along the California coast on Thursday, and as a result it'll help the winds to start increasing once again as the gradient starts to tighten up. Now while Thursday looks to be a rather benign weather day, the increased winds will allow things to dry out through the day, and our relative humidity values are going to drop down into the teens in most areas. Now, with fires already burning in portions of high country, we're going to need to keep a close eye on fire weather conditions as we head into Thursday. And again, the trough is going to be digging down on Thursday night into Friday, and that'll be crossing our region on Friday into Saturday. So what this all means is the winds are going to be on the increase even more on Friday, and we'll likely see southwest wind gusts between 45 to 55 miles per hour before the trough pulls off to the east and winds veer to the northwest and then to the north on Saturday. Now the trough looks to have some limited moisture when it arrives, and we should see some cloud cover increase through the morning. A few light snow or rain showers are possible, mainly across the Kaibab Plateau through the Prescott Valley and here towards the Mogollon Rim. Now, precipitation values remain rather paltry and modest. The model means are less than a tenth of an inch, so still not confident that we're going to see anything close to a much-needed wetting of the ground. The trough will also bring a shot of much colder air to the region, and highs on Friday are going to be around 10 to 20 degrees colder than they were on Thursday.
The cooler air will hang around through the weekend, though the air mass will start to modify and slightly warm each day. Additionally, we should see winds start to drop off behind the departing front, which should help to hopefully ease some of the recent wind issues that we've had this week. Looking further out, conditions appear to remain dry, with the probabilities on the rise for drier than normal and warmer than normal conditions. It is that time of year again. Meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today should look like this. In Payson today, you can expect sunny skies with winds still gusting over 20 miles per hour. The high in Payson today should be near 74. Tonight, clear skies, the winds will be calm, and the low in Payson tonight should be right around 46 degrees. Up on top of the rim at Forest Lakes, well, winds up there today will be gusting up to around 30 miles per hour with a forecast high near 64. Tonight, winds up there will still be gusting over 20 miles an hour. The low atop the rim tonight should be around 41 degrees. Well, down south in Tonto Basin here, winds are still going to be gusting around 20 miles an hour today, a little bit of a reprieve from yesterday's more gusty red flag conditions. The high in the basin today should be near 85 degrees, so it is getting warm down here, with the low tonight dipping to a mild 55. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Hump Day Wednesday.